Okay, chat. We're starting the recording. We're kind of on time. This wasn't too bad at all.
Now India. I know there aren't any Indian teams playing in this one.
We have 9 ghosts
This could be one of the best
and 1 sheriff. Can you tell that we're on breeze? When we talk about this being a name map, this is the one.
Vitality.
Taking that back.
Holy, yeah, they were. So FURIA definitely looked at the smoke that was here, and they wanted to kind of. Oh my! Well, that is more what we expect from Safe. Had some interesting duels yesterday. That was a lot better.
Vitality a bit conspiratoriously, they're going to be entering this site here. A bit of a longer rotation to make with the spike. MW0 is going to have to be the linchpin almost to keep this round alive for FURIA, or at least keep it out after plants.
Sarah in trouble. He's got brothers in arms behind him to assist him if necessary.
This could be a huge recon.
Allows Mizera to find a different angle as well.
Okay, instantly gets shot.
Doubles up instead. Vitality really cleaning up the safe site and having an easy task doing so.
Yeah, lovely pistol. Some nice shots hit on this.
It's a great response as well. We see FURIA.
I like the idea from FURIA, but I think it was more to do with their own wall over towards middle. They just lost all the duels. Like Vitality were kind of ready for something like this, and then Safe took a lot of space once they pushed, and then he honestly just had a really good shot over towards A as well. Kind of wrecked everything. Got Marshall, Sheriff, and Vitality have been doing this a lot as well, just the old school FPX spy. 3 rifles with 2 pistols, so they're allowed 2 deaths. That's basically it.
Absolutely is, and when you're hitting heads like MW0 is sort of known for, it becomes all that more potent as goes for a bit of an aggressive push. You'll be going up against the Ghost of Sender, so probably the best weapon to worry about here.
Vitality playing it slow, seeing if FURIA taking any chances on their second round. I like it from them. Of course, you can't be all too sure of what FURIA have got set up on defense on a round which, you know, some teams take desperate measures in, do take a risk, so trying to recon the area. But in the meantime, FURIA do rotate over to the A side, so if Vitality do end up...
Yeah, and looks like Vitality's calling at the moment is pretty good. FURIA take a gamble. And
it's going to be down to Safe to figure out that this is going to be a stack, but it may be too little too late actually from FURIA. That being said, Pavlos, oh no, disaster strikes. Vitality, they back out, they get into their...
Chat, is the sound in the background my game? I need to turn it off, right? Wait, what happens? Oh no, what happens? Oh god, they're going into a stack with the 30 seconds left.
Players around Vitality might be walking into the lines then and won't like it one bit once they realise how many players are here, but can they shoot them down first? Safe is the only one from Vitality to find a kill so far as FURIA are being successful with their own trades. Yet to be granted entry.
Holy 12 seconds.
Tries to fight an alternate angle, but he's dealing with multiple positions himself. He's left alone. That's a nice shot. But
damn, dudes, they overcooked it, chat. They overcooked it. Yeah, chat. Let me turn my game. I can hear the sound.
Goes for the body shots, tenderizes Vitality as they move into that site, and they use that to allow the classics to do really the grunt work there, to be the main brute of force on site.
Well, yeah, they kind of stood strong with the gamble stack here. And I don't know what Vitality saw to stop them from going into over towards B, but definitely not the right call. Kind of 50-50 though. Quality. Right, run max.
Making its way onto this map.
Absolutely, and operators are just so strong on Breeze as well. Through the smoke kicks, trying to get a bit of early control, but FURIA, in the same way Vitality played their anti-eco, are being very damn passive here, Pavlos.
Yeah. Doing bros, what's up bro, how we doing? Is a low bet, yeah, you're not wrong.
And happy with that one. FURIA disengaging for any potential fights. Instead, look at that A main pressure here from the Azure. So that's a great read from him to know where the rest of his team can put their efforts in.
And you see how the Cypher and the Sova are fairly stacked up on B here. It looks like they're waiting for the utility to really do the majority of the work here, and then they're
Wall comes in, we've got double kill trip.
Khalil, not gonna lie.
That was nice, yeah. Just as they're coming in, just spam straight down the line across the wall.
It's a good read. Conan. Really in favor of Fury. They only killed a
Wow, they kept this one really clean, really clean.
that's what
Four guns. We have an armor rebuy, one gun rebuy. Their money's actually really good right now.
While keeping a good few players left alive, means that they're going to really start looking to bring out that early operator.
Can I up the volume? The problem is the game volume is a little bit higher than the casters, but up to a little bit.
I think back to Gen G, and I think back to True Rippers, who once they get that operator out, they go unstoppable for sort of 3 or 4 rounds, while the other
But yeah, I upped it slightly, so maybe it's a bit better.
It's an interesting time for Furia, really. There's a bit of a shake-up within Brazilian teams,
Okay,
South American teams.
important round for Vitality. So they just do this default every every round pretty much. It's the same thing every single round. That is incredibly impressive. They managed to get a kill here.
To answer back, so maybe the operator made its way into this round, but it's no longer there.
Can I fix the stream quality? I don't think so. I know there is a YouTube stream that is maybe better quality. I could look over to there. Because I don't think anyone mentioned about the quality yesterday. Maybe we're just too used to the Africa tournament. That tournament looked kind of crisp.
But of course, that's where all the Cypher util is. You look at the ult management as well here. There's still the neural theft for Khalil. Kicks as well, one away from the Seekers, which could be used potentially to break that utility. But even then, that feels a bit like a wasted ult.
Okay, insta react. Oh, but honestly, they can't really react too much in terms of a 2-2. So they just take their chances. They decide to hit here. We still have. I mean, the problem for Vitality is that they have no solver against a Cypher in a Cypher meta. Like, how do they ever break the traps? And maybe that's why they're going more middle.
It's a beautiful mid-round execution based off that neural theft. They've realised the weak spots through mid, and then rather than push through to spawn, which I think may have been the knee-jerk reaction there for Vitality, instead they use that Astra utility, they use that late wall from the Viper to then push through connector and just overwhelm the players on sort of the backside of B. I really like the fact they're holding on to that Viper.
Yeah, this is nice now. This one does not make sense though. Like, this is a straight up error. So let's look at the money over towards here. We got a lot of money. Every single person here that goes down can buy, right? Everyone can buy. We look over towards here. Every single kill, making them any of these rebuy would be huge. So this is what we call a lev buy, very common in Americas, and just yeah, just the wrong call on this, straight up.
They'll take it seriously as much as they can. You know, this is experience they're gaining. At the end of the day, they want to be in their best form coming into next season.
You reckon KO disconnected though? Yeah, that would make sense. That makes more sense in terms of why we're not chasing the guns. Gets replayed? Maybe. Depends. So the rule, normally the rule is that it gets replayed if there isn't damage done.
One of the things we haven't really touched about Vitality, whether that was on their
I feel like it's just one PC, is it not? That just keeps disconnecting. I swear it's the fourth PC on the left of the stage. Is that where he's sitting? I think it might be where he's sitting. It's the same PC they were having troubles with earlier.
And for Sender to pick that up, I think it gives us an insight to how much brains there is available to this roster. And how much there was in reserve last year, right? It will be a different approach to the game entirely. And, you know, for Salah to make this decision, to at least help out with this decision, it means that maybe the ideology of how they want this game to be played out, how they want it
Detective.
maybe falls in line.
Dude, I used to do this stuff for Gfinity, where for the Gfinity CS events, like before I started doing observing, I used to do this where it'd just be like replacing PCs, or like if there's a tech pause, you go in and you fix whatever there is.
I wonder if, in terms of momentum, this is actually going to help Furia a little bit, just by being able to...
You can get into the real content now with the tech pause. Yeah, that's actually true.
I think it's a bit too early to talk about momentum here. I think it's very early doors in the game, and it has been blow for blow. Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't see the DC from earlier, so that kind of explains what they say.
And it's just a matter of time for Furia to be able to rebuild that, really. So Okay,
Or the fixed speed, bro. If a PC's doing this much, I'm changing the PC. But in Gfinity, we had like pretty good, like, because the PC's messed up so much, every player would just have a hard drive, right? And then you would just have you could literally just plug the hard drive into the front and then just switch out the hard drives, and it was like PC changes would be pretty fast because everyone would just have their own hard drive with all of their stuff on, like config, everything saved, and then you just plug in a new hard drive into a new PC. That was like the easiest way. Instead of them having a new PC and then changing all of the info about it. Yeah, it's the same PC as earlier.
Stratagem to a lot of these teams. It makes me think that well, under a bit of pressure to get it out and to make it work.
I think we've got to give a lot of value to Sender as well on this particular map, right? Yesterday, Sender was so good on that Astra, being able to, you know, exert a lot of pressure across the map, whether that it's him playing solo in mid, trying to pull, you know, rotations while the rest of the team does the job, but also being influential from a distance. I think that's really good to do, especially when you can back it up with firepower, right? Vitality, the reason why they were so dominant on Breeze is that they were able to win 2 eco rounds, right?
Yeah.
And Sender was a big aspect by that. I think grabbing a couple or maybe 3 kills in each of those eco rounds.
Yeah, I completely agree. It feels to me like for Sender, and it's kind of the same role as Kicks here, where their afterplans are really where they
Maybe Sheriff, yeah, maybe.
Where you really see the sort of sparks of talent, the consecrations of light. Which
I honestly imagine so. It's something that I kind of just wanna just keep going for probably just ever.
I expect them to actually be fairly passive.
So I imagine so.
I'm going to look into Kicks a little bit more.
Yeah,
you guys know
I'll set you up for it, Pablo.
I love him so much. Now, there was a little bit of criticism in regards to the fact that, you know, Kicks didn't have that performance yesterday.
Yeah, we'll have a talk before Sheriff anyway and work out, but it should be so fine. I think for all the land, all like the big lands will do it, like the master champs.
So I know haters gonna hate, but Kicks he still hasn't had a chance to show himself. He's a solid player. If it does come into second entries, he's there, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah, and clutches as well. Kicks, he's an all-rounded player, and I will always look after that guy because I love him so much.
You know, it's funny you mention that because
yeah, tech pauses are annoying, bro. Because none of the players are meant to be speaking to each other, so you gotta just sit in there for ages just in silence.
Within Brazil, he proved himself every single time he was challenged, and so I actually think at tier 1 he is going to be in his moment, in his elements. And I think
I can at least turn this up
like
while we're waiting for our game.
Young, aggressive players. That's where NW0 thrives.
Yeah, Furia's been kind of.
Or sometimes you just talk anyway.
He was able to prove himself this year, right?
Yeah.
I feel like previously he always dabbled in that second, third spot in Brazil, never really having the spotlight on him. But in being able to play for Furia on, you know, in VCT and the actual bracket, it showed us what this guy is made of.
What could Riot do to improve this? I mean, it depends what it is. It depends what it is. People are saying about a client thing as well, so I don't know if there's anything client side, but
same age as you.
if we don't know what the issue is, I can't work out what the best course of action is.
Iliazi 18, he's got
actually does have
17.
children.
It's
at what point does it turn from a tournament into a daycare?
They don't look like they need a daycare, do they?
No, I mean in the server certainly they look scary.
Definitely away from home though, quite a distance.
It feels like
worst tournament productions to date. What was the
Okay.
do you remember that tournament last year? They hosted tournaments again this year. The one where Fnatic had to like wait Superdome as well. Superdome's tournament was pretty bad, their first one that they ever did. That was like really bad.
What on earth does it mean? Not just for Furia.
The first one was crazy.
South America going into the world stage.
They didn't lift the trophy until 2 hours after winning.
Quite the region, isn't it?
So it can at least improve. Because Superdome this year was pretty good.
Yeah, because we're talking about Furia, who in the first-person shooter scene has been quite the impressive one. So to be able to represent, you know, this region, this team is quite the feat and quite the opportunity. But It's time to get back into the game, everyone. Let's get excited. 2 for 2 is the score. It's a buy round all across the board. It's Furia versus Vitality.
Operator on either side. Blade Storm available for
So yeah, damage must have been done before the timeout in terms of the disconnect.
Going to try and draw this first blood here, ready for that duel with Safe.
It is pretty huge though in terms of the impact though. So maybe if KO is in there, they go for this round. And then we don't see like this flood of money for Vitality. So Furia kind of need to win 2 in a row.
Safe choose to peek it. There's a bit. Oh, he's going to be figured out now.
That's worrying.
Yeah, they know he's nearby, but how nearby is the question. Muzera slow peeking this. It's going to give him a lot of time, but weapon in the corners, looking to give him his waist position, but it does eventually. Muzera, first blood.
There's a nice there's a nice knife to give them the information that someone was actually over towards here as well. I kind of liked that. Like he was a little bit scared. They knife over towards the corner, realize he's here, and then he can just go for this. This camera is always great because you can spot so much, right? You get to spot the jump up over towards here, so you never really have to play over towards middle. Sometimes the Viper smoke will block it. Shout out to Vitality though, they kind of realize that their comp sucks against Cypher, so they're having to go for way more B splits. But again, Cypher just having so much impact against them because what can they honestly do to break any of these trips? They don't have any bit of damage util.
Not much time on the clock either.
10
He's being
seconds
wrapped
left.
around of good read to look behind him, but has to reposition.
Kind of think they
again.
have to just go A all the time now. They got to just avoid the Cypher, to be honest with you. Mr. Fallon, what's up, bro? Your longest best of 3 ever. The fast map Haven was 2 hours, bro. I was uploading the VOD, it was 2 hours long. Kind of savage. You got through it though. You got through it, mate. Congrats. Haven was a little touch and go though. Haven was kind of scary. Okay, so Vitality looks like they're doing what I'm talking about in terms of they just got to avoid the Cypher because they've got nothing to break the Cypher util, so you literally have to play dodge the Cypher and just hope that you can overwhelm over towards the sides.
What can you do here, runner? Zera, of course, with the operator, is not going to allow anyone to get too close.
And then I kind of wonder. Then I kind of wonder when. Damn, bro, this guy is taking over.
Runner wants to keep on giving. 2 players remaining. They want to go after them. They want to go chasing. But Kernan says no disrespect here, and especially with the neural theft, they want to go in aggressively. He's shown his position, but there's so many players around him. There's not much space to work with. Khalil. Map closing in on him, trying to create space himself, looks behind and kicks is there, and that 3 players remaining.
3 times graphics cards. Wait, really? 2 times PC crash? Yeah. I think it's the dude. I think they're having the same issue with the same PC, Fallon. Pretty sure.
Actually, from Astra, actually.
I think it was both the Trailblazer and the Astra concussion there, which was awesome because that Trailblazer.
My opinion on the new Breeze, I kind of like it, to be honest. I think it at least adds an extra element of like what do we play, because I think just the double smoke now kind of is way more viable. But I do hate the changes of just trying to make sure that there's loads of small choke points in the game. Like that's my only worry. Every map is just small choke point based, which means that double controllers are just always played. So I like the changes to Breeze overall. I think it does make it better, but I hate where we're going. With like, it just means that double control is a great shock. By the way, 3 HP. Holy.
Sky Heel comes in clutch.
Spike planted.
And with that, we're looking at a 4v3 retake.
Okay, I really do wonder when Furia are going to move their Cypher over, because it feels like Vitality have worked it out, but they just have to avoid the Cypher because the comp can't handle it. And, yeah. Am I watching K-Corp Heretics today? Yes. Yeah, we're watching that later. I think it's the best of 1 though. Not entirely sure.
Khalil taking a chance. Runner interrupts.
Damn, that was nice from him. Gets information and then recrosses back as well. That was perfect.
Vitality just has to play it slow. Guiding light to interrupt them even further. They
Tell you what, in
realise
terms
no
of
more time
Runner,
for
Runner
Zera.
looks incredible.
Vitality, what a gorgeous hold of that.
Because I know that Runner was signed. I think Runner might have been like the fast player signed. Apart from maybe Heretics, because Heretics players were pretty fast at signing a lot of their players. But Runner was one of the fast, at least for Vitality. I think maybe like the second out of all the teams that I saw. So yeah, he must have really impressed in practice, and I guess we can see why. Looks incredible. I really want to see FURIA move this Cypher at one point.
Few ults here or there in the distance for Vitality, particularly the neural theft from Safe is second of the game so far. But for FURIA, it feels like they're not going to go down without a fight here.
Not going to make it easy. Absolutely not.
Man, it's so funny watching the Safe and the Cypher.
Really like taking the same main control.
So this is actually just a fake, but I'm still nervous for them. They fake A pressure and then go back to B, but it's still the same thing. It doesn't matter that they fake. They're still wrecked by these trips, surely.
That you can go for these faster plays.
But it seems like FURIA have read the wraparound towards the B site. There's an extra player, and Zera's been able to
Recon is incredible. Ult is incredible. Kind of isolates them. Wait, there's some damage done here, chat. 1, 2, 3.
And they don't need no other friends because
these
they've
guys
got it all
cannot go
covered.
B.
Desperate to put his team on top. FURIA ain't giving any of it. Kicks through the wall. This young gun wants to show the others how it's done. Still a long way to go, 40 seconds, and FURIA aren't giving them an inch. Hiding out. Vitality got to work together, because there's a wraparound behind them, a backstab perhaps.
One enemy remaining.
With that, Destrian will drop kicks.
Left.
He's been able to pivot to the back of the site. But against 4, honestly, there's not much to do. 20 seconds and the Liazzi
Yeah, bro,
finds
this is a huge round for them to win. It's another round where their money's just really low. 4 people surviving. Bro, if Vitality go B again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
On Musera, because of that, Vitality had to commit so much towards A main. Once they, the Trailblazers saw that's where the operator was positioned, they moved back. Read beautifully by FURIA, and that operator once again means that...
Is it too late to start competitive at 19 years? No, bro, you're fine, dude. Is it too late to start playing if you've never played before? Then maybe, yeah. But in terms of, like, go competitive at 19, yeah, fine. This is so fine.
FURIA, all they have to match that is the null command and potentially that Viper Spear from Liazzi.
Mate, Angel's out here at, like, what, 34 or something? Yeah, you're so fine, bro.
Vitality moving it from mid.
Bro, they're going B again.
FURIA wary of it. You can already see the wraparound coming in. Vitality made it.
Oh, they actually get the most important kill. Respect. At least they split over towards side this time.
2 of them, maybe 3 of them, as they've approached so quickly. They're just trying to buy time.
I kind of like the idea of this flood wall as well.
That's what FURIA are waiting for.
Just create a straight up path that you can retake the site with.
The fact that they know there's 3 players to the back of the site. Can Musera create enough space? So far, Sender killed off. More pressure created. Conan from mid. Vitality dropping like flies.
I actually really like this wall to retake. Looks good.
Trying to put his team back on top. Runner also, but it's Destrian with a bullet to the back of Havoc to keep it solid. FURIA not over this. Conan trading blows. This is a close one. It's a 2v2. Musera close with a shorty, but there's a Viper's pit hiding Destrian's position, closing up to the spike, but he can't find any of them. That's ahead, but
oh my, it was close with this one. Okay, nicely done from Vitality. Again, they had to split it this time. And the good thing about this round for Vitality is they create the pressure that they can actually go B, which now just means that going A is going to be a lot easier, for sure. Spoken about the Giants rebound, it's just XL and Giants merging, right? I mean, I'm so fine with it. I don't massively like the logo, but
realizing that actually this round's getting a little bit too close for comfort, and what it means as well for Vitality is not only do they take the lead, but they also build a bit of tempo now. They're second on the bounce. This is where they start to find that confidence, and I mean, for Runner as well, a little bit quieter than Musera. However, Runner does such a good job at taking.
Okay, another round where FURIA's money is really, really low, so they need to try win this one. I mean, really low. Havoc takes the hit.
Did you ever want to be an astronaut?
I would have loved to have been an astronaut. You know I'm a nerd, Pavlos.
You are.
What are these casters talking about, man? I mean, it really creates pressure over towards B. Bro, they're still trying to go B. These These guys are mental.
Just to block that out, block out the opportunity.
I would like to see more change up of the trips of FURIA, but I also get it.
Just lying in wait, toxic screen, allow them to take some space off this B site before they can start executing. Zero giving a chance to the shot.
Holy fake on this one. Kind of nice. But the Astra wall doesn't make sense.
Look how much attention he's drawing towards him as well.
And look at the rotation here. Safe now to be in a perfect position. Follows it up, and then on the other side of that cosmic divide, there's no one left for FURIA to try and hold it. The neural threat will say just that.
Vitality and bamboozled them.
Yeah, I mean, they realized. I mean, fair play. I think FURIA panicked here a little bit considering the wall, to be honest. I think they called that they were cancelling and going A pretty heavy.
4 versus 4 here,
And
but you
in fact, they were trying to like pinch, maybe.
For FURIA here. Over on the KO, there's nothing left to work with. Over on the Cypher, there's
Still have the retake wall, but this luck from Sender should.
And a flank from Sender to worry about.
Sender's going to be so influential there. He doesn't have to
Should
peek again.
not
He's just
mount
putting
anything.
pressure on that back line. Safe. Has to adjust even further to have an off angle to work with. Iliasdi, the only one for FURIA to find a kill, and he doubles up with that. Squaring the field.
They got a lot of delay though. Astra suck as well.
They can spray upon it. Damage onto Khalil. Wants to keep it aggressive. Spike touched again. They've got to stick in. There's no timing of Vitality Nova. There's full wraparound coming in from Viper as well. Deathstream is there to stop the rotates from happening. Vitality playing with their food. That's going to be a 6th round secured and a glorious display.
Yeah, I mean, this was nice from Vitality in the end. I think FURIA misplayed it more than Vitality doing good, in my opinion, but still. Send the IGL, yeah. Which is interesting, because when I checked in, like, what, 2 months ago? Maybe even under 2 months ago, it was Destrian. So I don't know when that switchover change like happened.
Furthermore, you can't talk about the round without talking about the cosmic divide from the Astra.
Do I like the Vitality comp? I think it's okay. I'm a big fan at the moment of Cypher Viper, for sure. But I think it does struggle a lot against the Cypher.
Game plan initially is right. On the mid round, it seems that Destrian's getting the better of them.
It feels like as well, bearing in mind that
any main reason to pick the Sky over Sova? It's just because they're playing, just because they're doing double controller with the Cypher, right? So you have to kind of have to have a flash in there somewhere. Flash info. Like when you're running lows, it's normally just a common to have Sky, just flash info.
Initially, there doesn't seem there's much talking going around. It's more of a take a chill approach. So it begs the question, maybe things are a little bit more chaotic in the comms. Oh, never mind. There's a bit more chit-chatting going on. But still, this round ain't looking great. It's probably a call-up for the next one. FURIA
against the KO? No, against the Cypher. This comp struggles against Cypher.
Hoping that this hero operator can do the damage. Good early
Dude,
shot
he's lucky to be alive there. 5 HP on this. 3 body shots.
Back towards the safer position here. Iliasdi knows that there's going to be a response over way through the smoke. Runner does a lot of damage, but it's Destrian to fall instead.
Yeah, Destrian thought, okay, we got a pick, we can push through this, but just too much splash damage on him. Eventually drowns FURIA. All of their chips into basically 2 baskets, leaving the B site completely open. Runner taking the Cloud Burst to make him think that they've retreated and got the bomb. But the peak
he
from Havoc
repeats.
reveals them. He peeks again and feels sorry for it. What quick reaction from Runner. Safe, going for a pivot. Look at this. They've got no idea he's there. No one's looking. It was Muzero looking. He definitely's got to cross in that direction. But Kicks distracts him, and that's an opportunity for safe.
Oh, really? They made this 4v3 look pretty easy.
They just bounce off one another, Pablos.
Yeah, it's just an overstep over towards site there. Like the over peak there just means that everything just crumbles fully.
For Safe, especially bear in mind Safe used to be a duelist. His inner duelist is telling him, take that fight. They're on a bad buy. You can pad your stats in. You can build your confidence here. But instead he waits, he sits, he lurks like a coiled python, and he waits for the rest of his team to engage. They bounce off one another beautifully, and now for FURIA,
They're going for
4 rounds
fast ace,
to their name, hoping to make it 5 to at least end the half on a high. But
FURIA actually
the
going
Blaze
like
Storm
aggro
on the
here.
wrong
This is
side
nice.
of the map,
I'm gonna keep an eye on if he decides to updraft or something crazy here.
I've mid-casted with you, bro.
Me too, man. It's been too long.
It has. Back in it though. Vitality and FURIA head to head. I mean, they're already living up to expectations. What we're seeing so far has been very well thought out. And there's more forced errors than unforced. That's do dictate this round. Vitality switch up and it's a
Astra is nice for a lot of this pressure though.
FURIA is going to be good enough runner. Aggression.
Oh nice, this guy is wild. That is such a sick play.
Spike in the middle of no man's land, they've got to collect it. Runner, they've left the defender back in position, they've got to deal with him, and that they have. Look at Musera, they've got no cover. For Runner, shows what Jet Diff looks like.
Jet's diff indeed, all on Khalil. 1 versus 3, Pavlos. Good for the first, looks for the second, but even now, Runner's still alive. Runner is still kicking.
Khalil though, can't count him out on a clutch. Give him some space, but that's not what
Really nicely done with the fast passing going super wide. That's how you do it. Fast passing super wide, second passing gets the kill. This Runner kid is incredible.
Yeah, you may have traveled far, but we are
Oh man, NW0 is going to be kicking
right
himself for
now,
that, bro.
that is a hell of a way to start your series. Bearing in mind, Pavlos, that when it comes to the operator duel, Musera is actually in the lead. I think he's had more impact with the operator than Runner has had, but for Runner, it's the space he's been creating, it's the confidence to just thrust himself into these sites and well, just capitalize off of his teammates' utility.
Yeah, the duelist role on attack and defense can take different responsibilities.
EMEA has some nice up-and-coming duelists. Yeah, there's a lot. That's the thing that I think I'm excited for in EMEA is a lot of like the tier 2 up-and-comers have been given a chance this year.
You know, people have their strengths and weaknesses, right? Some of the players like playing with
people have really opted for like the potential, for sure.
To make forced mistakes. So I guess we'll see whether Musera on the next half is able to have the same impact as Runner. But then again, Runner, if he falls into the shoes of, trying to have that operator wherever he is, he's not forced to make as many, make any plays. He's the one that expects them to come into him, and that's when he does the shooting.
Genuinely, it feels to me like we're getting insights into the inner machinations.
Runner and Kiko so good. We get to see Martin as well. Martin's really good. We get to see him later today.
Through all of these smokes, all of these walls, all of these flashes, and you sort of set Runner loose within the back line, and you've just used your utility to support that. And it worked beautifully on attack here. Going to defense though, is it going to be enough?
And Wu as well. Yeah, that's true.
It's literally making layers.
Bro, thanks so much for the prime. Dude, I wish it would translate sometimes, but thank you so much, man. Welcome into the Slug Club. Appreciate you. Oi, that's... okay. That was really, really nice, by the way. Thanks so much for your prime, man. Appreciate that.
Such a normal part of threes for a while that was anticipated and sprayed upon. Spike in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they might make this one really clean if they get a pistol here. Holy.
With Havoc, not much health on him.
Vitality's aim jaws were not too convincing yesterday, apart from maybe Runner, but the aim is here.
4 against them. No one's been given another. Well, I doubt Vitality will make the same mistake too many times.
You know, Pavlos, I believe.
I think you watch too many Disney films.
This could be a Disney film if he wins this.
Here.
So you're telling me this is a story where Conan is on his own with half points of health, and he's up against 3.
With no utility.
With no utility, but he still grabs around and wins
30
Fury at the
seconds
half
left.
and the match.
I see it.
Let's see. Gets one, but
Oh
no.
man, imagine he actually managed to get the second there. Either way, nicely played from Vitality. Safe hit some nice shots. Arnhem, thank you very much as well with your prime. Thank you so much for the 5 months, bro. Appreciate you.
Something that neither of these teams have leaned too heavy towards is that second round force buy. I think that for FURIA, they do this solo Marshall and they let that do the damage for the classics. It worked for them on the first half. Will it work for them now? Bear in mind that trying to use that Marshall on your attack is a very, very different game.
Furia taking up A space.
Damn, that's a lot of util to take over towards A. Tell you what though, Conan, like they could plan ahead here. Conan 2 away.
So isolating that. Notice a couple of players haven't pulled up here. They're looking to have a really strong third round buy. Sort of with a half buy approach, the second one. Hoping that it's just enough to close this one out without too much difficulty. That will also put them onto double digits.
That at Woods, we are going to see a fairly slow ramp on FURIA here. Runner probing for a bit of info, but it will only be info for the time being. Scathing damage onto Muzera, but that won't stop him from pushing forward.
And it's info relayed to the rest of the team. Right now, they can sort of play it slow into this B side. You can see a wraparound perhaps approach, but no, Vitality actually stick to their ground for the most part.
They got a lot of pressure at the moment. The problem is they're going to end up going for an A, and there's 3 here. The MW0 takes the timing. They have no idea he's here. 30 seconds, so the rest of his team don't have to play until he makes a play. Oh my god.
Try and get multiple kills here. Only gets one.
Oh my.
Space for Havoc to move in, and the rest of the team to get the spike down.
Once again, now it's going to be all on safe to do a lot of damage and not much space to do it with kicks with only a ghost to work with here, Pavlos.
And all the rifles went down though.
Yeah, all the guns that Vitality invested.
Yeah, Vitality buy 3 guns into it, and they are all down at the moment. Kicks picks up 1. There we go. Picked up both.
But there's still multiple positions that they need to account for. First up, it's going to have to be Khalil. Doesn't live long enough.
Double molly. Got to send these out pretty early.
That's one shot. Poison Cloud or Snakebite don't allow for the defusal. Kicks gets the kill, but is there enough time to get?
Do they have enough HP?
Is there enough time to defuse?
Oh, it's damn close, Pavlos. I don't think there is.
Damn, dude, the delay.
Nice. 0.69.
So although NW0 definitely could have done more, he still makes the round winning play. Did someone get a double kill over towards site as well? Was it KO? Because the KO definitely hit some mad shots as well while this was going on. I want to say it was Havoc.
I love the fact that his target allocation,
We don't get many replays, so
that there's minimal utility to be used in the retake as well. That's
okay, yeah, Havoc gets one there and then he gets another, I think. Yeah, okay. Havoc did fantastic.
So it kind of bought some time for the players to peek behind him. It could have potentially been the second kill, and that's the round done and dusted. But thankfully for him, the rest of his team.
Wait, that's a lot of info though, seeing all of this. In terms of Vitality, they buy 1 hero gun, and then they go aggro, take B main control. So to try and do damage on this one. Also good to know that this is enough money to buy an op next, so Rana can get an op.
Muzera going to get a lot of control on the safe side. It feels like Vitality, they want to almost invite the retake here, which is brave to do with the limited weaponry they have, Pavlos.
Are they saved in the end?
Kill onto Sender.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, I see that every day.
Vitality. Definitely shooting up.
Let's see how clean FURIA can do this, because their money's super low. Yeah, if they can somehow lose nobody.
Chip damage onto Runner. Oh.
Well, I had to talk about it, didn't I?
Against
He did great to just not panic in the molly here. Again, it only does 120, so you can always tank it.
Being a sneaky bugger, but that's all this round is going to be. FURIA on 6-3 between themselves and Vitality.
That round, for a moment, could have spelled disaster.
Nice. What's up, Fruit? How we doing, mate?
They do an immaculate job at just resetting the position and making sure that Havoc gets that early kill, backs off, re-aggresses, able to.
What about KO nade? It depends where you stand on the circle.
That's the winning factor of the round. So you don't often see it from a KO, but hey, he does his job. He buys time once the spike goes down. Once it is down.
Jarvis, thank you so much for the 5 months, bro.
I want to talk about kicks and runner right now.
A little Christmas break, love that, bro. Good to see you again, mate.
Rising and shining.
Hope your Indies going alright. Okay, so FURIA did have a lot of people alive here, so money's really good. Not the same for Vitality. Feels like if FURIA win this, this should be a really close map. Two people shot this, so they still get pretty good info from that. That Runner really is confident, isn't he? He has been absolutely gagging to try peek this.
FURIA keep on giving. That's kicks out of the equation as well. And Sender's the only one left at the back of the site to defend this. He's got a lot of work to do. Safe on the flank. He's good for one. Khalil no more. And fathomable round for Vitality. But Sender's got to get this. Just the
Liazzi
trade
did
for now.
so much, man.
He's hurt himself in the process. They know 2 players are on the back of the site. No swing.
Man, teams are getting so much better at coordinated
Sender
swings.
left alone, heroics required.
So much better. I was seeing it from EDG the other day.
FURIA not really giving him anything though. Making it all that more impossible.
Oh, that's unlucky timing.
Save the upper end instead, but they're not going to leave him do that. New Zera.
Nice shot on the side. And he picks up the op as well. He's one away from his ult. And this is what he said in terms of them not having money for this one. Yeah. 2-9 loss bonus comes in. Gonna have to low buy this. Rowan, what's up as well, Rowan? Thank you so much for the half a year, bro. Thank you very much for using your Prime. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you,
where
very.
the remaining defenders are going to come from. They pick an angle, they fight on it, they force the 1 versus X on the remaining defenders. We look at the ult management as well. Liazzi now with that Viper Spit available. Kick soon to get the Seekers. Muzera soon to get the Blade Storm. But that Viper Spit is going to make you Afterplants. Afterplants, which are already damn good for FURIA, is going to make them even better.
I must wait a moment.
So it's interesting. I kind of want to look at a lot of FURIA's defaults because it becomes harder on FURIA to default when you only have like the 1 Viper, like the 1 smoke. So every time they're doing this at the moment, to smoke to kind of block vision here, which just means that I don't know. B is very hard for FURIA to hit. So Vitality can definitely heavy lean towards A, like from the get go, really. Gobsy as well. What's up, dude? Welcome into the Slug Club, mate. Thank you so much for your Prime. Appreciate that.
So you need to worry about is Brutality. That was one of their only 2 weapons in this round as well.
Big nade.
With
the molly as well. Nice, Utah. MW0 on this pause, this pause where he is right now, this crazy underrated. Really strong pause. Oh boy.
Sender brings out his magic wand and delivers. Heal onto 2.
Oi! What's man?
Well, we did want to see Khalil. We wanted to see a different perspective. He's coming from the side, but runner with 1. 2 against 2. Sender back into the fight. Very influential, and he's upgraded to a Vandal. But within that Viper, he's got to find the right timing. Liazzi is there. And Zera with a final
nicely
kill.
done in the end.
FURIA
Actually got
securing
pretty
RB
close. Got really
struggle
close
to have
considering the
lost.
HP.
That should not have been that close. I mean, hey, the second place Sender needs to do something magical. He does.
Yeah, the producer's getting a little bit wild with the camera angles there.
Let's be
A little
honest,
bit
no
crazy
one's
with
going
it.
to complain when a blessing graces them. Look at
Oh,
that,
directly,
2 players instantly. And Zera, once again, with that operator, he allows his Viper to play up close.
How's the weather there? I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm not even memeing on the fact that I don't leave the house. Like, I actually don't know what the weather's been like for the past 2 days. 3 days ago, though, it was raining, if that helps. Because I did leave the house to go gym, and it was raining that day. So it's relatively cold and raining, maybe.
It's been a bit of a drought, hasn't it, for Vitality on this defense. FURIA seem to be the team that really enjoys setting.
Don't think you've ever seen those blinds open. I'm not even sure they do open, bro. I don't want that daylight.
Because they were able to set that pace, because they were able to get that early lead, I think it was 6-3 at some point.
How many steps am I averaging a day, bro? I don't want to know.
Once they had that
I don't want to know. That's a real thing. How about home gym? No, honestly, I've been relatively okay at going to the gym recently. It's just the fact that I didn't expect. So what? Do you know where I messed up? I looked at this event and I saw like a 7 AM start, and I was just like, well, I can easily go gym at like what 2 PM. Then the game finished at like 4:30 or something. And then so I didn't gym one day, then I didn't gym the next day. As long as this finishes before like 3, I can go gym and I can come back for K-Corp Heretics, and it's all fine.
Is that we spoke about Kicks and Runner in the first half about how they really are doing quite a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to killing potential Vitality, but neither of them have been able to match Muzera. who somehow seems immaculate at the moment. Bearing in mind, the FURIA, this is their debut in the tournament. It makes
Fist
me think,
bumps though,
actually,
that kind of means we're
we
getting
looked
back
at
into it.
C-Nets, right? We looked at Runner. We looked at, we looked at pretty much a player from every team. Is it Muzera, actually, who's going to be leading when it comes to this ACS, this flashy play style?
I mean, the whole culture within FURIA, and within the South American scene, to be honest, as well, especially the Brazilian one, it's just this pure
I
aggressive
got
style.
there's a walking pad waiting for me in Iceland, so we're halfway there, and now I just need to get a walking pad for me here, and then we're actually there's no excuses. So we're halfway there.
Still on the same page, and that's what you love to see.
Yeah, it is.
And we got a pet cam the other day, so like we're really the potential is through the roof. It's just surely he doesn't repeat this. Okay, where are we at in terms of money? One person that can't buy, but we can drop, and we have knives as well. So FURIA kind of swimming in money over towards Vitality. Super low money, massive round for them. I mean, we're kind of looking at 10-9 if FURIA can win this round.
At least going to delay that engagement, or even delay that skirmish.
Cam no more.
Oh boy, it was so close, man.
So any info to coming from mid is going to have to be from Runner. And it does not only
Runner was very patient here. I mean, he held this for like majority of the round.
Lightning can in fact strike, and it can in mid indeed. Then follow it up.
And that is just a straight up spam. But this isn't like a random spam, this is spam, and then obviously the Seekers is going in a direction, so you might as well spam above the Seekers if there's a smoke there, just in case someone's in front of it. So this is an educated spam, and something that players need to get a little bit better at is, you know, when people are peeking Seekers or wanting to kill Seekers, loads of people peek like behind the smoke thinking they're fine, but actually like that kind of gives it away. So that was nice though.
I love the fact actually that Runner held that angle for so long. I think he had an inkling that FURIA,
because you might as well just shoot above the Seeker, because it's going in the direction of someone, right? It's called a Seeker for a reason.
It's a patience game, which, well, the Macedonian was able to achieve.
Money was low for Vitality, and not anymore. They literally win this, no one dies. Money is kind of great for everyone. Timeout for FURIA. And it looks like they wanted to absolutely send it.
Every single round this half, maybe except from the pistol. And they lose one, and they're like, okay, we need to figure out how we want to play this, switch it up.
As well. You're sort of in the latter stage of the second half. You're starting to set up how you win the map. And so a timeout here makes complete sense to me. Bearing in mind that Muzera, while he can't afford the operator this round, he does have
great time to pull the Seekers out. Yeah, they also kind of just realized there was two over towards A main, and that's all they had to worry about. It was a really good ult. Do you think the attack op on Breeze is a must? I don't think it's a must, but I think it's good to have. I think it's good to pull out. But it's definitely not a must. But I'm also more of a fan of attack ops than other people. Like, I think attack op is great. Thoughts on the Zelsa Sentinels lineup? I mean, it's really good. They had an impressive off-season, but I'm not getting too carried away. Yeah, this was kind of nice. I think there was a KO flash that maybe I missed here, but it looked like a nice hit. MW0 gets away with this one. Gonna watch mandatory final. That they have weird rights. Only certain people are allowed to stream it. I was allowed to stream like group stage for a day or something, and I just gave up with it.
Inching back towards a site, and he may be able to get a peek through doors here onto the awaiting KO.
Runner's been everywhere so far in every fight we've seen on FURIA. Different positions.
He nearly got a double here.
Oh, they want this to be a duel, all right.
And this is great. Look at them as well. He just plays off, kicks his contact on this.
There's assistance from utility and assistance of players around. This time it's not going to be an isolated one. There's going to be more than one person involved in this one per side. Aggression from Runner. No, aggression from Muzera, but it's Runner's patient that pays off. Sender on a differentiated angle, but it's Iliadzi on an elevated one that has to do it all.
Runner looks scary. Kicks has been very solid on this map, especially on defense. I think we should definitely mention his name at least once here, because it feels like he's been a bit of a rock on defense at the moment, over towards A.
and a skip now away from closing out their opponents. Furia's map pick of Breeze. Operator available for Runner, rifles available for Vitality, as well as that Cosmic Divide on Sender, but for Furia, there isn't much available outside.
Did we ever actively seek out Vibes players? Scream was pretty good for like in-game vibes, and Yampy, we kind of lucked out that he was a Vibes player. Like Scream was great for just like getting everyone pumped up for sure. And Yampy was like a good like vibes, laugh it off kind of player. So we kind of lucked out a little bit. We didn't actively look for Vibes players. It just happened that way.
The Conan trying to reply. This isn't a round Furia are expected to have, but we've said that before. And Eliadi has made his way throughout the
that's so unlucky, bro. It's such a big play from him.
Although Kix reads it, and the impact of that.
Vitality gonna. I mean, they kind of. They've actually looked pretty convincing in like what the last 3 rounds.
Runner get the first point of contact from the wider angle for Furia now. There's a pick from the Marshall. 1, then 2 on the repartee. Vitality find themselves their 12th, and now for Furia, they need 8 in a row. I do apologize, 4 in a row.
Okay, 4 chances
to take
now.
us to overtime. A further 2 to try and close it out.
4 chances, and honestly, these rounds have looked really good.
Khalil's been held for a good while now, actually.
Can we roll it back a second? Did you actually make the Vitality
on the repartee
wordplay, as in like tea and coffee?
Yeah. Repartee, it's a French.
That's not bad. It's the first I hear of it, actually. That's not too bad.
We did it with a French word as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, extra credit.
Vitality. Anyway, Kicks. Spots up a lot of presence today, so
They went for their punish over towards A, and honestly, they at least got a lot of good info. Aye, that should be it, right? That should be it. It's really hard for these guys to actually successfully do much.
He goes aggressive, and Kix is now in the position that has to stop it.
Conan hit a pretty important kill, and another.
It's not all done yet.
Havoc 1 versus 2 Pavlos, a must-win round. Spike goes down. Maybe there's hope. A faint glimmer of it, albeit much.
Havoc. Let's do or die for your team. Your own map pick. Reads in, shot taken. Dagger. Destroyed.
Look at him, man.
Really nice
Runner is great.
2 different levels.
Runner is very, very good. What a nice pickup he's been.
That's it, Vitality.
Yeah, they're playing these situations, the 1v2s, really well.
From above, Pavlos.